Hi, welcome back to the channel. Today is a frustrating video and it's going to be a little bit of a rant. I'm going to give you a little bit of a heads up on that. Earlier today, I actually put out a new video where I compared average house pricing and mortgages to affordability and income across this country. And actually later in the day after that video went out, the Government of Canada came out with a series of 4 different proposed changes for housing affordability in this country. But one was made official right away and they got it so wrong. They did it so wrong. It's unbelievable. It was a great reminder today that maybe I went into the wrong industry. I should have been a house builder because that's the only population that's benefiting from this new announcement. Let's get into it. So here's the actual release from the Government of Canada. For stuff like this, I like to go directly to the source. There's a ton of videos on YouTube already from different news organizations about this. I watched the CBC one. They made mistakes in there, so I like to just go to the source. Now, to be very clear, this is mostly proposed for the budget coming up, but number 2 was officially announced, which we'll get to in a second. So, number 1, they are proposing to raise the home buyers plan and RRSP withdrawal to $60,000 maximum as opposed to $35,000 maximum. That one's not too bad. And another bonus, it's going to work in conjunction with the tax-free first-time home buyer savings account, which is really nice. This assumes that first-time home buyers are capable of investing in both of these accounts, which is just harder and harder these days, definitely. I'm going to skip by number 2 because that's where I'm going to get really frustrated. Number 3 is an enhancement where they're going to allow amortization relief to people who already own homes. Essentially, they're going to allow stretching out of payments over time. And number 4, they're going to extend the grace period for people who did home buyer plan RSP withdrawals between January 1 of 2022 and December of 2025 by an additional 3 years. So those 3 are all proposed. But number 2 was officially announced by Cynthia Freeman earlier today. So where is it? Here we go. The new 30-year amortization period specifically for new first-time home buyers who are specifically buying new built homes or townhouses or condos. Why? This benefits nobody but home builders. Most first-time home buyers are not buying brand new builds. That is, I would say, uncommon. Comment below if I'm wrong on that. But I already reached out to a mortgage broker, my mortgage broker, Jordan, and I said, does this apply to anyone? He goes, no, like no first-time home buyers or a small percentage buy brand new builds. This is uncommon. Why would they put that extra stipulation in, especially in an economy where we are short on laborers and we can't keep up with the building demand, and quite frankly, the build quality is going down. We live near a very new area that has stucco stripping off of houses everywhere. The new quality just does not seem to be there as much. I'm going to get blasted for saying that in the comments. I am well aware of that. But the old adage of they don't build it like they used to, I really feel like is true. And here we're incentivizing home builders to now jack the price up on houses for first-time home buyers. This was such a miss by the government. It drives me crazy. If you watched that video I put out earlier as of the filming of this today, you saw part of this chart. And so what I did was I took the average house price in all of these major markets, and I inadvertently forgot Saskatchewan. That was just a mistake. I apologize to anyone in Saskatchewan who is upset about that. And I found the payment based on the average house in these particular areas with the minimum down payment at 4.5% interest rate based on the current 25-year amortization, or current as of yesterday. For example, in Toronto, it'll be $4,846.58 based on the new 30-year amortization, which, by the way, comes into effect August 1, which means it misses the bulk of purchases that will happen this year, but whatever. That will lower by $428.54 to $4,418.04. However, over the course of a 30-year time period, it will actually add, in this Toronto case, $136,520.93 of interest to the overall loan. So yes, your cash flow is freed up $428 per month, but over the duration of the entire amount, assuming you keep the same interest rate and you pay every month all the way and you don't make early payments and all those things, it'll actually be adding $136,000 of interest. In different places like Winnipeg, you're adding 53 grand, but you're only saving $170 a month, something like that. Now, to be clear, I have no idea what the solution is to this problem, the housing and the affordability, but Canada is very, very quickly becoming one of the most unaffordable developed countries in the world, in particular in our big markets, Toronto and Vancouver. These three markets alone represent about a third of all of us in Canada, Toronto, Montreal, and Vancouver. And I mean, Montreal's at least within the realm of affordability, but these two it's just crazy. So yeah, I don't actually really know how to finish this video. I saw the announcement, it made my blood boil. I quickly wanted to calculate this and get it out there so people are being critical of our government, who is just straight up not thinking. So I guess congrats to the government of Canada on some free publicity. I think you missed the mark. Rant over.